Why, hello there. Actually, I'll turn that on. Maybe that does make the lighting better. Hello and welcome, boys and girls. It's a live stream. It's been a fair while since one of these. I think this is actually the first stream since the 12-hour bonanza we had a fair while ago now, because it's been a while since I've been live on the channel. You'll notice the background's different. We'll get into that at some point, I assume. That's also why the lighting looks horrific. We'll just say that. I'm not sure how the audio is going to be because it's quite echoey in here. And I now also have quite a lot of neighbors, so I don't want to be too loud. So no karaoke this week, guys. Let's just say that. But let's say hello to everybody in the chat because it's been a while. Welcome to Sea Dragon, Elias Marshall, and Ben's Bricks, Mike Marin, Planet Tech, and the Lego Boss. You've missed this. I've missed this too. It's been a while, but we're going to have a lot of fun. Oh, almost dropped it immediately. This is what we're working on tonight. I've had this set for a very long time. I was initially going to do it on the 12-hour stream. Not anymore. We've got it tonight. So let's make a start on that, you know? Dude, I've watched the opening of your new video like 100 times. Let me tell you, that's what I spent my month doing. I was just working on that intro. It took me so long to do. But yeah, let's work on a set which came out almost a year ago now, which sounds weird to say. What's up, Sam? It's been a while. Can't have audio for the minute. I'll be back in around 20 minutes. No worries, Bacon Bricks. I will see you then. It's actually got a fairly chunky instruction manual to it. And I just dropped the sticker sheet immediately. That's a great sign of things to come. Welcome, Exy Kill. Hey, Sam. Do you buy or collect any other themes other than Star Wars? I do. It's more, I don't like religiously collect a theme like Star Wars. It's just like the odd set here or there. If I like that, I'll buy it, you know? There isn't the case of Star Wars where I try and get as much as I can, pretty much. The song and bursting out the wardrobe, I was gone. Yeah, basically, because where I live now, I'm fairly close to the graveyard. Like, on my way to university, I passed through that graveyard, which I showed, so I thought, there's something I can do with this, and then that's the wardrobe behind me there. So I thought, you know, let's come back with a bang. Welcome, Oscar Mwaring. Hey, Auntie says I've got to go for school. So hope you have a good day, and may the force be with you all. What, out of curiosity, what country are you in, or what time zone are you in for you to be at school? Because for me, it's quite late, but it's not late, it's just the evening. What's the poster in your background? That is a poster on, basically, I don't know how much, but I'll show it to you. If I spin this around, you can see I've basically got like 5 posters there. That's the 1950s film alphabet, 1960s film alphabet, 70s, 80s, and 90s. So it's basically like a little cartoon image with a letter of a film which came out in that decade. I got it from our old film studies classroom. They were just throwing it out, so I said, I'll have that. What are you studying at university? I am studying business management. Oh, I know, how much fun. But yeah, it's not been too bad so far. I've been here for a couple of weeks. I've been in the room for a week, but yeah. There's minifigure numero uno. Little Luke Skywalker. I remember the big controversy which happened over these helmets with the dual molding thing, but I don't know. I always like these style helmets. If you could choose one Star Wars set to erase from existence from 2010 or later, what would it be? I saw a video the other day which actually reminded me these existed. The brick sketches from last year. Literally the most forgettable set which existed. Like, no one remembered the brick sketches were even a thing. Like, there was 6 of them. They disappeared from the face of the earth, and no one could care less particularly. decided against living at home then. Yeah, I basically decided to move in just so that like I could meet more people and try to get like I guess more involved with the university community. Finger quotes. But favorite movie on each of those posters. Well, I don't really know many from the 50s and 60s ones. I just took them because they were going to be thrown out otherwise. The 70s one, let's have a look what's on it. I don't know. This is kind of hard to choose. Let's do the good old R2D2 check about checking the alignment of the. I don't know what it is about Lego printing these dome pieces, but the print is always horrific on them. Oh well, there you go. That's the 2 minifigures for that bag. Let's get building, shall we? It's been too long since I last streamed, so it's good to get back into it. Hopefully this will be somewhat entertaining to you all. And as I said, I'm going to try to not speak too loudly as to not annoy people, but here we are. So out of curiosity, how many people in the chat own this set? The, what do you call it? The 2021 X-Wing. I think this is my first original trilogy X-Wing. I got the Poe Dameron's one from 2015, I believe it was. I think I got that for like 30 quid off of Facebook Marketplace a couple of years back. Yeah, one time with my TIE Fighter set from 2012, the droid is so misaligned, but I don't mind. Yeah, sometimes they can be quite comical in just how badly they were done. I've not got the set yet, even though I think the set's really good. You're waiting for a sale on this one. I did get this set on sale. It was actually on Planet Tech's stream. Basically, he did a stream when I think it was Amazon Prime Days. And this was one of the sets on offer. I think it was £30 as well, ironically, even though it retails for $45. So I thought that was a fairly good deal. It's the same price. I'm waiting for the new Slave 1 set for that to drop down to 30. That's when I'll pick that one up. You've bought all the parts for your Monkey Kid recolor, but not for the actual set. Nice one. I'm a big fan of your Monkey Kid recolors. They're really cool. And just something unique to see, which is always nice. Micah's just like, bruh. I get it. I think the most thing I'm most excited about are the 2 minifigures in this bag, the General Dodana and the Princess Leia, purely because I'm trying to think if I actually own a Princess Leia minifigure. That's sacrilegious if I do not own. Do I own a Princess Leia minifigure? I don't think I do. Besides this one, obviously. I don't have any of the Hoth. I don't have the. I think this may actually be my first Leia figure, so that's kind of embarrassing to be a Star Wars fan and not have a Leia up till this point. But here we are. I've got one now, so no complaints from you guys. That's weird to think that I don't. Surely I must have one. No, I guess I just don't. Because I usually just tend to mainly collect prequel stuff. So, yeah. I want the Dodana and Leia figs, waiting to see them for £6. Yeah, I think they will likely drop. Because you just saw how Leia's value tanked, because she was initially exclusive to the Tantive. And then that set was retiring just as this set came out, I think. So her price would have probably skyrocketed had this set never been released. But luckily enough, it was. When will Morax start? Basically, if you saw my most recent video, I explained that the next large-scale building series is likely going to be on hiatus for some time, purely just because, you see, I'm not with my Lego, so it's kind of hard to build it when I'm not with it. So eventually, when I am back with it, that's when the next building series will start, and I'll be able to go full in on that. But for the time being, I do have a new video fully edited and finished based off of this set. Based off of this set here, which will be coming out at some point this week, either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. That'll pretty much be, I'm not sure what day it's going to come out particularly yet, but at some point this week, I will release a video on that set about basically like looking at it's basically a video about looking at a couple of the builds from this set and why they're not great and how to improve them using pieces from this set. And I'll likely do a similar video for this set, and I'll do a similar video for another set, which box I can't find right now. That's typically going to become the newish type of content for a little bit, kind of like almost Brick Bros UK inspired type content. If anyone knows who they are, they basically did these really like cool alternative builds from sets. And that's kind of the situation I'm probably going to be in for the next little bit. I always love Lego's little techniques to get these noses nice and rounded using what would, in any other context, be considered illegal techniques. So it's quite interesting to see them actually be used by Lego themselves. Welcome, Yoda. How's it going? Brick Bros UK. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Indeed, Coconut. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I feel like it's been ages since I last talked to you, so hopefully you're doing well. It's good to see Kato Pneumoidea get on its way. Excited to see where that goes. Let's try and connect this down. There we go. That is right. Yeah, I thought I missed that, but I didn't. Hello, Yoda. Officially Yoda. Exy Kill. Have you seen Squid Game? I've seen it everywhere, and people won't stop talking about it. Yeah, I also know what you mean about people not being quiet about it. I have seen it. I thought it was just fine. I didn't think it was particularly mind-blowing, as everyone else seemed to. I've seen the Bad Batch shuttle on sale a couple of times for £71, as I've not got this set yet. Should I go and get one? Have you seen any other sets on sale for a good price? 71 is a very good price for the Bad Batch shuttle. I'm not sure how well that set is actually selling, because I remember going, I went to the Lego store on August 1st to buy it, and then I went a couple of days later and they still had them in stock, which was weird because I remember the release the year before, the one that had the 501st Battle Pack, almost everything was sold out after the first few days. And then one of the Amazon sites put that on sale very quickly. And I've seen it on sale pretty much more than any other set from the current wave. So I have a feeling that it's not doing great. Doing well, my man. Glad to see you back streaming. Thank you. Yeah, it's good to be back. I'll go for now. A bit late for me right now. Bye, y'all. I'll see you later, man. Hopefully you're doing well and have a good day or evening, I guess, if it's late. So is that? Oh, it's connecting from there. I don't think it's selling particularly well at all, which is pretty surprising. Yeah, you'd have thought that maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just due to it being quite an expensive set in the wave, or like maybe if they had more entry level price of Bad Batch set. I don't know what it is. Maybe because a lot of people that wanted it straight away pre-ordered it. That could be true. I myself knew I was going to get it day one, so I didn't bother pre-ordering. But yeah, I knew I was going to go to the Lego store to get it, so I didn't pre-order it. But I'm guessing a couple other people did who maybe don't live as close to one. Yeah, that makes sense. But hopefully it does well, because something which I'm sure we'll get into, the new rumored set list being completely void of Bad Batch entirely, was quite interesting to see, personally. When everyone said, oh, this is like, oh, we'll get the Omega minifigure just now. Looks like that's not happening as of currently, which is not great. But here we are. You know, hopefully an Omega minifigure does happen. I very much want one. Like, the custom one I made for Camino is okay. It's not fantastic or mind-blowing, but, you know, it is what it is. It's not awful. Could be worse, I guess. Sam, have you gotten any more Hawaiian shirts? Since the last stream, no, I haven't, no. Because basically, we're heading out of Hawaiian shirt season, even though every season's Hawaiian shirt season. But we're going out of the season where shops are selling Hawaiian shirts, so it's kind of hard to pick up any good ones at the minute, unfortunately. For me, every day is a Hawaiian shirt day. But, you know, apart from right now, that's just because, think of an excuse, they're all in the wash. There you go. There's nothing quite like a 2x6 tile. Big fan of these guys. So that's snapped on like that. So we've got our pretty much our nose section. It's longer than I thought it was going to be, if I'm honest. I thought everyone said this set was really small, but it's not too bad. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. So where are they going? Apparently this set is quite a meaty Technic section found within it. But we'll wait and see. You all know my feelings on Technic after the 12-hour stream and me building a set which ended up being 95% Technic when I didn't mean to, which ended in me taking like 4 hours to build that set. You know. Have you taken any of the Hawaiian shirts to Freshers event? Indeed, I think the first night I went out in a Hawaiian shirt, and I got very many compliments on it. By that I mean 2, but people didn't hate it, or at least if they did hate it, they didn't tell me that, which I appreciate, you know. Let's connect that down. Welcome 501st Bricks to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Try to think with, oh, is that going there? And I just didn't actually put it in. That makes more sense. How are you, man? I'm doing very well. How are you doing? It's been a while. Oh, canopy piece. And there you go. There's bag 1 completed. Quarter of the way through, and it only took 20 minutes. Looks like we're getting speedy. Okay, now we're getting to the fun minifigures, as I like to call them. What's up? Says Tuscan Productions. How's it going, man? Hopefully you're doing well. Just realized that you can't see anything that I'm building. But I don't know, would you rather see my face or the build? Let me know. You can see my face for now because it's more it's more talky. Yeah, I guess. Sam, what is your favorite first order minifigure Lego is released? Okay, let's have a think. So thinking about minifigure, not character. The Knights of Ren are pretty cool looking, I'd say. I'm not sure which one in particular is my favorite, but one of them probably, or maybe the Special Forces TIE pilot, the TIE fighter pilot, which has got like the tube attaching to its torso, and then the red stripes down its face. That's a pretty cool looking one, I'd say. But here we have good old General D, as he's known on the streets. General Dodonna there. Nice looking guy. Yeah, big fan of him. And then next to them is probably my favorite minifigure in the set. That being one Princess Leia. There you go. Kind of see it better there. As I mentioned before, the lighting is not wonderful. It's actually not as bad because I forgot I had that light, so I thought this was going to be the lighting, but I do have that light. You're dead inside, so it's going swell. Nice one. That's why you need Don Cheadle or the Lord and Savior. He will fill the void in your heart. Okay. You like Hawaiian shirts. What about the Hawaiian burger? I've heard of Hawaiian pizza, but not Hawaiian burgers before. General D with the sick trim. Indeed. Look at that receding hairline. Ooh, boy. Okay, let's get a building, shall we? I didn't give them their weapons. How could I? I always found it interesting that Luke always gets a lightsaber, even though he's in like the X-wing. Like, what context would people be? It's not important. I don't know why I'm even saying that. Just try to think of something to say to not be silent. But how's it been since? How's everyone been since I last talked to you all? Hopefully you all enjoyed the Camino finale, because that's been released since now and then. I will be making videos on that. As I said, I just need to find... knocked a couple pieces off there. Need to find the right time to do so. Where's that piece gone? Has it been lost to the floor? Well, hopefully it's not too important, and if it is... Oh, it's over there. It's actually the very next piece I need, so I'm going to grab that. Been doing well, thanks. The Camino finale was awesome. That's something we can talk about. Who was there for the initial premiere, the first premiere, I should say, of the Camino finale? Because something happened during that, which we will discuss, and I actually found out why that happened. But first, oh my goodness gracious, we've got a donation from Coconut Brick Studios, who donates $2 and said, "Forgot you had this now. Late congrats on Camino." Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's really kind of you. Thank you so much. You were there. Okay, basically, to those of you who weren't, if you notice, the day that Camino came out, I basically premiered it, and then I had to, about 30 seconds in, I deleted it off of YouTube again, and then had to edit it and then reprocess it and re-upload it, which took like 2 hours. So it ended up going like quite a lot later on in that day. And what had happened was that a music track had found its way into the very beginning of the video. And let's just say that there were some lyrics in that song which were slightly inappropriate, you know, for a LEGO YouTube channel. to say the absolute least. And that was because there's a section of the video which used a different part of that song. Basically, when I went to the disco room in Camino, the song that plays there is the instrumental part of the song which played at the beginning. But I didn't. I thought I'd cut around the song, so just the instrumental bit played for the disco room. But then I'd gotten rid of the other part entirely. What I didn't know is that I'd actually moved it to the beginning of the video. So, and then I didn't check it again. So when I because I was rushing to get it out in the end because I was quite late to upload it, and I knew I had to get it out that day. So I just didn't rewatch it. I should have checked it over, and then uploaded it, and no one saw it. But the horror, the absolute terror on my face when that video premiered, and it just started playing this song, which was just, it was, the words don't exist. I literally, like, I was saying in the chat, can I change this? Can anyone else hear this? What's happening? And then eventually I just realized I had to stop it, delete the video off YouTube entirely, go back to the editing room, just literally take off the music track, and then reprocess it and re-upload it. So that was fun and not stressful whatsoever. It definitely didn't almost blow my head off, but it was fixed, and that night it went out as it is now. So that's why you always double check your work, kids. Measure once. No, measure twice, cut once. Don't randomly throw songs or in your editing timeline without you checking them over, and then just it was a mistake. It was a mistake, but it ended up costing my credibility quite considerably. But here we are. We're back. The video is now up in its finale. A lot of people seem to like the mock, which is good. And here we are now. Now I'm working on that intricate technique section I was talking about earlier. How's that working? No, that. Okay. I think this is basically how the actual wings expand. Another one for the community archives. That's another video which will be going out this week, or probably early next week. Is the aforementioned gunship video, the one where what's happened now then? Have I done it wrong? I've done it wrong. Oh no, I fixed it. We're all good. I thought I messed it up, but we're all good. The gunship sitting video, that will be coming out this week, hopefully. Probably Monday, I'm guessing, is when that's going to come out, because I usually tend to put my shorts out on Mondays. That's what we're going to try and do. So I've got a video coming out this weekend at some point on the Advent calendar, and then Monday will be that short, and then we'll have a stream some point next week as well. No idea what the stream's going to be on yet. We'll just have to wait and see. So where's that coming from? Oh, no, it's back. Okay. This is very confusing. No, it's like this. Okay, right. Technic's fun. We all love Technic. I think I can kind of see how the wings are going to work. Kind of. Not really. Right, this is a ×2 section. Usually tend to be pretty alright at these. Sam, how are you going to make your mocks bum-proof now? Don't put them on chairs is a good start. Don't put them on chairs and don't be reckless. Like, basically, every single live stream I've pretty much ever done, something's gone horrifically wrong at least one time within it. This stream, touch wood, but hopefully nothing goes wrong. There isn't too much that can go wrong. Again, touch wood, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it all goes well. Knowing that the roof's probably going to fall in, so just keep a check of that one. Back to the chat. Welcome, Commando Brick, to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. It's been a while since I've talked to you. It's been a while since I've talked to mostly everyone, so you'll notice me saying that quite a lot. But hopefully you're all good. Sorry, can't stay for long. Just wanted to pop in. No worries. Good to see you. Yeah, that Techni Park is so weird how it all comes together. I can kind of see how it's like. I don't know how it's going to connect to. Well, I do know there's going to be these rods somehow that's going to connect, but it should be interesting. Or maybe it's like this way actually, because the wings be like that and then they fold back in. Because the last one of these I had was one of the ones which worked off of elastic bands. So this one is quite considerably different. Will you tune into Minecraft Live this year? Probably not. I mean, definitely not. I'm not much of a Minecraft fan, particularly. I guess I was a couple of years ago, but basically, anytime I play Minecraft, I just think I could be building this in Lego and making a video on it. So it's probably more beneficial to be doing that. And I find Lego more satisfying than mine, because Minecraft's kind of like studio, if that makes sense. How everything's just online and like you built it, yeah, but you don't have it. There's a joy of physically having something that you can't really get out of something like that. But I do understand why people like it, for sure. How is that going in? No, that goes there. Well, that can't be right. What's happened here then? I've done something wrong. Oh, it's meant to be a piece. Where's that piece? Where is that piece? Oh, it's over here. It's hiding. So let's connect that down. And now this should just slip in. Hopefully. Oh, no, that doesn't go there. That goes like that way. What are the best sounding Lego parts? I don't know. What are the best sounding Lego parts? They all kind of sound the same, if I'm honest. Okay, so there should be one piece which is... Ah, I see. So this is kind of how it works, and this is your trigger button. And you're meant to put the stickers over here. I'll do the stickers at the end as per usual, because I don't like doing stickers on stream, because I almost always mess them up. Way. As the General Grievous Starfighter is retiring at the end of the year, is this a must-buy? Is it's on sale for $59 and will not be remade for another few years? I'm not sure. I personally don't own the new Grievous Star Destroyer, because I own the 2010 one, And I personally just think that's fine. That's fine for me. I don't need another one. But if you think it's cool, then pick it up. It's, yeah. I'm pretty sure it is a good build. I personally just don't need it as I've already got one. So I'd say for what does it retail for in the UK? I want to say it's like 70. It retails for, or something ridiculous like that. I might be wrong though. Did you see the ITS and Anakin's Jedi Interceptor retiring soon? I'm not too surprised about the ITS. I don't know anyone who bought that one personally. I think the set does look cool, but it's just not recognizable really at all, unless you've actually been to the resort, like wherever it's based off of. I'm actually surprised they didn't make that set like more exclusive, like to be given out at like that specific location. The fact they made it a worldwide set is actually quite shocking to me. The Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, I guess, is slightly more surprising, but I'm not sure how well that one sold either, because it's almost identical to the 2014 one. And I guess for people who don't own the 2014 one, I personally do own that one, because that's why I didn't get the new one. But you know, to each their own. Hi, it's 11 p.m. for me. I should be asleep, but I can come here. Nice one. Welcome to see. Good to see you, Lego Fan 10. Hopefully you're doing well. Clips are classic. They've got a good sound to them, but I'm just always afraid that they're going to snap, because I find that clips do that quite often. They have a tendency for snapping, so that's why I'm a bit more worried about them. Should I buy overmolded weapons for my Mando fig? I'm not quite sure what you mean by overmolded weapons, but they sound interesting, I guess. What are we doing now? I think we're doing the back engine section. Yeah, that's what we're doing. But yeah, I think the ITS transport is a cool set. I did want to get that one, but it's just is it £90 here or £100 here? I think it's 90, which is just, and it's only got like 2 minifigures in it and like an astromech. And the minifigures are also cool, but you just kind of want to see more than that. That's why I didn't get it personally. Overmolded is like molded with 2 colors, so it's more realistic. If you think it looks cool, then go for it, I'd say. And how does that attach? Just like that? Okay. Oh, you didn't see it, but I basically just flung the Technic section off the back of this. So that goes in that way, and then it connects into that. Boom! We've got ourselves a fuselage. And then are these the guns or are these the sides? Oh no, these kind of just are like the central sections. So let's snap these together. How is that? Is that just... No, it's just attached like that. Okay, cool. There we go. Boom. Bish bang boom. Well, thank you to everybody who's decided to come to the stream so far. It's not been a massive turnout, but I understand why. As I mentioned in the video, that my algorithm probably hates me at the minute. because I haven't uploaded in a month. I went from uploading 3-4 times a week to nothing for ages, which in hindsight I definitely did need to do for multiple reasons, but for the channel itself, it's not great, but it's all right. We keep moving. Welcome Tanika Cotter to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, so this is the section where R2 fits in. There you go, just like that. I kind of feel like R2 sits a little bit too tall, if that makes sense, in this vehicle, but whatever. Not too bad. Where does this piece go? Oh, of course, the bottom. I was wondering, I was thinking this should not be a spare piece, but it just attaches onto the bottom like that. There we go. There's bag 2. Welcome Bushcroft Productions. How's it going? And welcome Storm Chicken. Hopefully you're both doing well. Those clips with the bumps and notches sound nice and don't feel like they're going to self-destruct. Oh, do you mean the ratcheted joints? I personally don't like the sound of those. I feel like they're... Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. I just don't like the sound of them. Oh, I forgot about these pieces. I really love these circular pieces of these on the engines. Super unique. Open the bag. Oh, let's have not all the pieces roll away from me immediately, please. Thank you. It's an entirely new crowd nowadays, huh? I don't think it's that new. Most of the people here are regulars, I think. Well, I guess not regulars because no one's been here for the past month because I haven't been uploading. Way! Oh, speaking of connections I hate, this clip going into this piece here, not a fan of that connection. I just feel like that clip's in a dire stage of placement, but whatever. There we go, that connects like that. Yes, I have British Rocket Production. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. I thought it was just fine. I think it's being fairly overhyped by quite a lot of people. Something we haven't talked about yet, though, is Star Wars Visions, which came out since I last streamed. What's everyone's thoughts on that show? I'm curious whether you guys are fans of it or you're not fans of it. Just got the 2009 AAT from the United Bricks toy shop up here in Scotland the other week. It's a great set, but I cannot believe how massive the box is. The United Bricks toy shop. I've never heard of that before. Whereabout is it? I'm really interested to go to more third-party Lego stores in the UK generally, because you hear all of the cool American ones, but we just don't have that many. So I'd be interested to know about some, so I could plan a big road trip someday to go and visit as many as I could. Budget relying though. I know about a couple around about like the Bristol area, but I don't know many more up in Scotland, which I do go to fairly regularly. So I'd be interested to know whereabout they are. You couldn't really get into it. Yeah, with Visions, I got I don't know how many episodes I got in. I think there's like 9 episodes. I think I got 5 into them. Like I watched 5 of them, and then I went to sleep that night, and then I woke up the next day, and I just had no motivation whatsoever to finish the series. So I know that's kind of unfair because each story is a different one. But I don't know if anyone else like feels the same way. But does anyone else feel like they kind of kept telling the same story? Because there was so many of them, which is like, oh, here's the lone Jedi on this desolate planet, but oh no, here comes the Empire to rustle up the scene. That was the story of like 4 of them, and I just thought that the whole point of Visions was people's new take on Star Wars, but if they're just doing the same story each time, it doesn't really add anything new. So I'd say overall I was slightly disappointed in the series, but I think some of them were pretty cool. Like I quite enjoyed the black and white one. I quite enjoyed. I didn't. What was the musical one? That was an experience to say the least. But yeah, I'd call it a mixed bag. There's one in St. Albans near Watford. Interesting. I'll try and check that one out. As I said, I'm just interested to try and visit them. I know that in UCS Productions' most recent video, he said there's one in the Isle of Wight, which is actually not too far at all. So the next time I go to the Isle of Wight, I'm definitely going to head in past there and see what's what with that. Although I feel like it's dulled down the universe significantly because the first episode had a fire pan for boiling water. I thought it would be more spacey. Yeah, I understand what you kind of mean, but you know, there's different, like, even in like the original trilogy, the Ewoks use fire, or like there's still not everything is sci-fi, even in the original films. This is also a piece that I've not experienced too much. The 1x1 with the cross in it, pretty cool. United Bricks is well known for its custom military minifigs. It is the new sets and some old retired sets for sale. It's located in Castle Douglas. I'm not too familiar where that is, so I'll try and look up after the stream where around that is, and I'll try and see how close I am to there. Wait, next time you go past the Isle of Wight, do you take a yacht to uni or something? No, I don't live on the Isle of Wight. I live near it. Like, basically, the city which I live in is about a half-hour ferry to the Isle of Wight. So it's not too far for me to get there. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. I don't live on the Isle of Wight. How are you doing today? I'm not doing too bad. How are you doing? Do you have an Instagram link? I don't have an Instagram link. Just search up Not That Sam Smith and find the one with my logo. And that'll be me. But I'm pretty sure you already follow me on Instagram, Tamika, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Oh no, not done. I thought we were done, but we're not done. What's this for? Oh, I realized we're building the underside of the wing. I was like, what's this thing on top? But it's actually the landing pad upside down. Would it make sense for Ewoks because they live on a forest planet with little to no technology? We see a lightsaber umbrella and a teapot. Yeah, but the lightsaber umbrella wasn't owned by the people who were boiling the... They were like... They came in on a big space vehicle. I don't know. Okay, do you still have your clone troopers? I still have them. I didn't sell any of my Lego. I still got all the same stuff, just not all with me right now. There you go. There's the first wing on. 9 people in the stream, though. Welcome to all of you. Hopefully you're all doing well. Ooh, it's a lot hotter in here than I was expecting it to be. I just get hot in general quite often, as you may have noticed through watching the streams. But whatever. We can suffer through the heat. Let's keep building, shall we? Do you have any of the UK Lego exclusive bag things? Do you mean like the magazine bags? I've got a couple of them. I don't really buy any of the micro builds because I find they're just like poly bags or like expanded advent calendar builds. But when they've got an interesting minifigure, I'll pick one up. Like the Bespin Luke was probably the best minifigure we've ever gotten. Or the Palpatine from the 2020 final duel set. I got one of those. They did the Stormtrooper a couple of months ago, which I really wish I got, because at that point I was team, oh, I'm not buying any of the new style Stormtrooper. But in hindsight, I very much do wish I got more of those. I didn't get any, but yeah. How many clone troopers do you have? I think in my last year's clone army, I had around, I want to say 120. That seems like too much, but around that. But I will try and do another clone army video at the end of this year. It's the only army type video that I actually do, because I'm not that much of a minifigure collector. Like, I just buy the stuff for the mocks that I need. Because I do like minifigures, but minifigures are quite expensive, especially the really cool ones. So I make a clone army at the end of the year, and you'll find out how many clones are in that army when it comes out, I guess. You got like 20 of the Stormtrooper foils. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I really wish I did get some of those in hindsight. But whatever. Oh, I saw someone on Insta make a Z95 out of the X-Wing. They took off the top 2 wings. It was symmetrical for sure, but a little part of me just died. Oh, do you mean they just satirical? They just took off the wings. Oh, voice crack. How many 501st troopers do you have? I think I've got. As I said, I don't have tons of them. I think I got 5 of the battle packs opened and then 3 sealed. Currently, I want to say. So I think I've got 8. So 8 4s are, someone in the chat do the maths. 32 501st. And then 1 of the original 501st. So that's 33. And then I've got 2 Captain Rexes, a phase 1 and a phase 2. So 35 technically. And then I've got 2 custom 5 Nekos, so 37. And then I've got Echo from the Bad Batch, who's technically still part of the 501st, so technically it's 38, you know. That's me pushing my number up as high as I can. Lego made a Voltron set. What would be your opinions on a Power Rangers set? Power Rangers was a show I watched quite a lot when I was young. But it would have to be a very specific version of Power Rangers for me to truly get into it. But I feel like it would just be too similar to the Voltron set, because, you know, it just would be a Megazord. But, you know, that's something which is happening tomorrow. The new ideas vote's coming out, and everyone's going to be disappointed again because they expect Lego to make 76 sets off of ideas. even though a lot of them just won't physically be able to happen. Like there's, yeah. But apparently the new Home Alone set's going to get revealed quite soon. And I'm excited to see that because Home Alone is a classic in my house of Christmas. But we'll see. Yeah, I heard they delayed it to tomorrow. So I'm interested to see which one gets chosen. I don't have a particular favorite in this race. I don't think. Like the last one, the last group of sets which were put through the review, I was really rooting for the Wallace and Gromit set to get made, but unfortunately it wasn't. So that kind of was disappointing to me personally, but what can you do? How do you get money to buy extra Lego? I've got a job which I work and I get paid for doing the work, and that work allows me to, and I spend that money on Lego. Should probably spend it on better things, but you know. And I'm pretty sure they only just pushed it till tomorrow. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what they did, or what they're doing. And usually Lego tends to make, I've noticed that Lego tend to make their announcements around 2 p.m. UK time. You'll notice every time a new set gets unveiled, all of the LAN members who got their press kits always put the videos out at 2 p.m. So my guess is 2 p.m. tomorrow is when it comes out. There we go. There's Wing 2. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I accidentally did the action feature. Come on. There we go. So that's like, how do they go back together then? We'll see. I feel like Wallace Gromit wouldn't be allowed because it's UK only, I think. Maybe, but I just thought that was one of the best ideas submissions I've seen in quite a long time. I would have loved that set if it became real, but oh well. And I feel like Wallace and Gromit is a brand that Lego could get away with. It's not too bad. Okay. There we go. So there are Lego things in the US. Are there Lego things in the US that the UK can't get? Best Spin Duel, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I've many a time mentioned that the Best Spin Duel fiasco I was personally not very happy about at all. I know COVID kind of messed that up, but it was just a very cool set. Sam, have you ever seen Chicken Run or Flushed Away? It's made by the same two people. Yeah, I've seen both. Flushed Away is one of my all-time favorite childhood movies. It's not good, but I find it really, really funny, even now. So that says quite a lot about me as a person. But excellent, top tier cinema. Chicken Run's good as well, but I think I've only seen Chicken Run once. I've seen The Flushed Away probably 8 times or something ridiculous in my life. Loved Tour. Welcome, JV Brook Films. I'm not quite sure what that means, but thank you, I guess, for the love, because you've said loved. I don't know. Do you have a pet? No, I do not. I live on my own. Well, I've got neighbors, I guess. They're kind of like roommates, but they're not in the same room. Housemates, that makes more sense. But it's not a house either. You know what I mean. Loved your Camino mock. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Welcome, Danorama, to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay. Let's attach these. But yeah, let's have a chat about the rumored Star Wars sets which are coming out next year. Got that right? Supposedly, we're going to be getting a fair amount of 18 plus sets. So make sure if you want to continue watching the stream, you've got to get your parents' permission written down. I'm joking, of course. But supposedly they're going to be doing like this new kind of sub-theme of sets, which is kind of like the Darth Vader meditation chamber and the Bespin duel, but they're making they're putting them on the big black bases and putting little quotes on them. So apparently we're getting 3 as of currently. We're getting the Death Star trench run. We're getting the trash compactor scene. And we're getting Yoda's hut from episode 5. So they sound quite interesting. I guess, as the case with any rumor, ultimately you're going to have to see it to know whether you want to buy it. But what's everyone's thoughts on those? They sound interesting, personally. I'm not quite sure what to think of them yet. I tuned out, heard pets tuned out, heard I've got neighbors though, and got so confused. The figure packs are your favorite. Oh yeah, supposedly we're getting minifigure packs. What those mean could be anyone's guess. I'd guess more than likely it's gonna It's gonna be weird. Ultimately, it's whatever they pick. I think the most likely option it's probably gonna end up being is something like because everyone wants it to be an army builder, but when you look at other themes minifigure packs, like all of the Harry Potter minifigure packs have included Harry Potter in them. The Batman figure packs include Batman. The Spider-Man ones include Spider-Man. And even the Monkey Kid ones include Monkey Kid. So I think it's very likely going to have a name minifigure in it, if not multiple. Dropped another piece. What to do? So hopefully it's something that's somewhat massable, because that's what people love to see. Cheap, massable minifigures. Because apparently we are getting battle packs back at long last. Praise the Lord. It's going to be a Hoth battle pack, which I'm personally not too angry about, because I don't actually have any of the newer styled snowtroopers. So it'll be cool to get some of those, and also the Scout Trooper I'm a big fan of, one of the best minifigures of all time. Welcome Trisha Ritland to the stream. Haven't said hello to you yet. Hopefully you're doing well. Odd choices, I agree. I hope LEGO Star Wars doesn't go all 18 plus because they're expensive. They're definitely not going to go all 18 plus, but I'm surprised at the amount they have done for this wave in particular. Personally. Fans want Clone Wars sets / Lego. How about Fan want Clone Wars sets. Lego. How about Luke's Land Speeder? That's another thing. The UCS Luke's Land Speeder. You couldn't even write this. I personally don't like many of the oversized UCS sets. I don't think I actually own any of them. I don't actually think I own a UCS set. The only one with a plaque that I own is the big BB-8. But besides that, that's about it. I'm not really a fan of the oversized UCS stuff. So that personally doesn't appeal to me. But it's interesting to see that there isn't a single prequel set in the whole wave. And to be fair, there was quite a lot of prequel stuff in the more recent, summer wave. Oh, no. I hold my tongue because, what dropped that time? Because supposedly, now I do not believe this rumor whatsoever. We're going to be getting a Republic fighter tank with Mace Windu and 2 purple clone troopers. I think that's the least believable rumor we've had in quite some time. So that's kind of how the function works. You just snap them back together. That's cool. Yeah, I don't believe that's happening whatsoever. It's just too weird. I said the half bottle pack because it's overpriced. It's $5 more. I don't know what that in pound. It's probably going to cost £18 in the UK, knowing the conversion, which American to pound conversion is just another discussion entirely. But whatever, you know. Welcome, Gonk Droid Bricks, to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I think there's a Bad Batch set. I don't think there is, because it hasn't been rumored, if so. One set which I am actually quite interested in is the new Jabba's Palace, or Boba Fett's Palace, because, as some of you may know, Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars film, and Jabba's Palace, that whole segment, is one of them, if not my favorite part of that film. And while we're likely never going to get another Jabba's Palace again, for reasons which we won't go into tonight, if you know the controversy, you know the controversy. But apparently now that controversy doesn't matter anymore to Lego, or something like that. I'm not really sure why they decided that now it's okay to produce Jabba's Palace stuff again when before it wasn't, but you know, whatever. Why? Oh. You know, it's annoying when you've threaded all of these pieces and there's one missing right on the end next to the stopper. So let's pull all of those out. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, that's another set I didn't think about. The ATST. Which is, well, that was another one which was supposed to be 18 plus, but then it became un-18 plus. But it's meant to be a Hoth ATST, which is meant to be different than the other ones. I can't remember how it's meant to be different, but it's meant to be different somehow, so we'll just have to wait and see on that one. The microfighters are coming back once again with the Razor Crest, which I personally buy very few of the microfighters. I just don't find them that interesting unless they've got a nice minifigure with them, because the builds are almost always bad, personally. Well, actually, I've started to like the new animal builds they did quite recently, like the Dewback one. That set I regret not buying. One, because that minifigure is now very expensive that was in that set. And two, because the Dewback actually works quite well as a Dewback. Actually, speaking of Dewbacks, I did actually buy a lot off of eBay, which was like one of the Cantina sets broken down. I think the 2014 Cantina set broken down. So it was like part of it was missing, but the Dewback was included. And I think the Dewback alone cost like 30 quid secondhand if you want it. And I got this like lot for £40. And it was most of the minifigures, the Dewback, and then part of the build. I think it was the 2014 Cantina. So I did pretty good on that eBay find. So I'll do an unboxing of that whenever I get hold of it. But oh, what's happened there? I've hidden the comments. Let's go back to them. I have a question of political correctness. Is it the fact it's slave layer or the whole organized crime boss thing? I'm talking about the shape of the building controversy. That one. Welcome, Burrito Boys. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you. 8080 day one. Oh yeah, that's something which is supposedly got to be revealed within the next few weeks. I think it should be the next Star Wars set to be revealed, unless the Ahsoka Brickheads comes out of nowhere. But that'll be quite exciting. The new gigantic UCS 8080. I know that I'm pretty sure Tech is planning to buy that the second it comes out. Hopefully that looks cool. I just don't want it to look too plain. Like, you know how you got the 8080, you've got the head, the legs, and the body section. I just really hope that the body section doesn't look plain. I know that sounds obvious, but I kind of feel like with the UCS Star Destroyer, that kind of falls into the trap of looking a little bit too plain on the top. I know that sounds like a weird criticism, but when you compare it to like the Millennium Falcon, which has just got so much detail all over the top of it, I kind of feel like in comparison, it just doesn't look quite as good. So hopefully the new one looks really good. Darth Trooper Battle Pack, thank you for reminding me. That's another one that's just coming out. I am excited for that one because I specifically did not buy the Imperial Light Cruiser set because I know that Fennec is likely to come in the Boba Fett's Palace set, which is I probably will end up buying. And the Dark Trooper will eventually come in the Battle Pack, which we now know that it is. So the only minifigure from that set, which is really going to remain exclusive, is Moff Gideon, which is a minifigure that's fairly easy to make out of your own pieces. So I didn't feel like that set was worth buying personally. I love random bot Lego. It's so fun to dig through and look at the cool pieces and figs you got. I agree. Yeah, for sure. That's a lot of fun to do, which is kind of what I did with that Mos Eisley thing, which I was telling you about. So hopefully that's good. I dropped a piece, and I don't know where it's gone. And it's not a super important piece, but I'd like to have it. Where is it gone? Oh well, I'll find it later. Do you get non-Star Wars Lego? Yeah, I get non-Star Wars Lego. I definitely say that I'm a Lego fan first and a Star Wars fan second. Lego is number one, personally. And then Star Wars is just my favorite type of Lego. I hope we get an Imperial Battle Pack with the Navy Troopers and some Imperial Guards would be nice. I personally would not want Imperial Guards in a Battle Pack because we got them in a Battle Pack before and they're just not really that useful to mass, just because they're not really, you don't see them super frequently in the saga. Generally, you only really see them in like one or two scenes. So yeah. Okay, there's one of the missing pieces. Sam, are you a hot dog person? In comparison to what? I like hot dogs, but there's lots of food that I prefer more than hot dogs. Because personally, with the hot dog sausage, I'd say out of all of the meats, they feel like the most fake meat, if that makes sense. Like they feel the cheapest in your mouth and like the worst quality. I'd say that I prefer burgers over hot dogs any day of the week, personally. What other type Lego do you get? I like Marvel and Medieval. I feel like I'm the only person who, in the past, since I've been away, has not gotten into Medieval Lego. I know that SW Coconut has like gone all in on the medieval stuff. And I do like medieval stuff, just not that much. But I like, speaking of medieval, I'm just immediately going to disprove myself. Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite themes. Really hoping that comes back next year. And then I will directly contradict myself because I'll buy a ton of that. A weirdly niche one, but Lego Scooby-Doo is another one of my favorites. I almost got a set off of that today for a spooky Halloween theme stream, but I was outbid at the last second. Someone sniped me, and I was very unhappy with them, but it saved me money. Welcome Cooking with Ched to the stream. Do you still have the Bad Batch attack shuttle? I do. Not with me, but I still have it. Hot dogs or sausages, but just know what? Like the hot dog sausages versus regular sausages. Regular ones win every day of the week, personally. Welcome Epic ET to the stream. Hopefully you're going well. Brito, they already made a Royal Guard battle pack in 2014. It wasn't great, personally. In my opinion, it was just fine. What I want is an accurate Senate Commando with the shoulder pad, but unfortunately it's not going to happen. Yeah, probably not. Who's your favorite Lord of the Ring character? I like Samwise and Aragorn. I'm very much a big Merry and Pippin fan myself. I don't know what it is about them. I just find them very funny. But that's just me and my weird sense of humor. Sam, how are you, by the way? I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing? Yep. I thought for Lego theme ideas, it would be cool for a history one, like pyramids, castle, Rome stuff. Like that. Nothing too violent, but still quite fun. Yeah, I'm surprised that Lego hasn't released like a pure just history theme. Probably too controversial somehow, I guess. Now, this piece should be somewhere, but I'm not sure where, so we're going to try and find its origins. There was something I wanted to ask, but I can't remember what it was now. Scroll up until something reminds me. No. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Do you think Hobbit should get sets? What, the series The Hobbit? Yeah, for sure. One of my favorite things I did in lockdown last year was I collected all of the dwarves from The Hobbit. Although I ended up getting all of them but one, and the one I didn't get was the leader. who is the most common technically because he's got 3 different variants, whereas most of the other ones have 1. Some of them have 2, but most of them just have 1. So that's meant to go into the nose, and I didn't actually put it in there. So let's pull this off. Oh. Right, so that's meant to attach there. Whoops. You've got more Hobbit than Lord. I think they made more Hobbit stuff than they did Lord of the Rings stuff, which is a shame. I'm still so surprised that we just never got like anything from Gondor. Pretty much like a Minas Tirith set, please, Lego. But you know, what can you do? I personally want a Minas Tirith more than I want a Phase 2 Cody. I know that's sacrilegious once again, but, you know, I said what I said. Welcome, Mateo. How's it going? Do you think the 2018 set was better? I probably would say that it's better, but it was also £30 more. No, it was 35. I think it was 80. I think it was £35 more, and technically £50 more than what I actually paid for the set. So in that case, price versus price, set versus set, this one's better. It's also got better minifigures because they're more unique. So this attaches. So it goes upwards, right? I was like 5 when Lord of the Rings and Hobbit came out, but I traded for all my... I don't think you could have been 5 when Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit came out, because they came out 10 years apart from each other. There we go. And there's our set. Boom. And then you pull it up to fix them down. And there they come out again. What do you think of trading? I personally haven't traded that much myself, but I think it's pretty cool if both people agree to the trade, I guess. But that's kind of the principle of what a trade is when you think about it. But yeah, that's the set finished, and I don't really have anything else to do on the stream. Any ideas, guys? Welcome, Clone Faye, to the stream. How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. I like that the mechanism isn't reliant on elastic bands. I agree. I kind of feel like generally in Lego sets, elastic bands they always look out of place because they're not plastic, you know? But just being quite able to simply just boom. I can definitely tell that a lot of work someone did for the Technic section in the middle of this. You gotta go, your mom's gonna catch you. That's funny. I was gonna do is need to check something on here just to make sure. I have a great idea, karaoke. I'm not sure if you were here earlier, but karaoke is not going to be a possibility because I've got people who will shout at me next door if I were to do that. So probably not. Okay, so tomorrow. Okay. That was fast. It was actually fast. It only took me an hour and 24 to build this. It would have taken SW at least 3 streams, each of which being 4 hours each. So I think that's pretty speedy. Whisper pop karaoke. Maybe sometime. There we go. No, I've lost the front landing gear. And I still lost that piece earlier, actually. I'm not sure where it went to. So I'm trying to roll back. Oh, also, actually, something I didn't mention. The best thing about this new room, listen. The chair doesn't squeak. The chair does not squeak. Do you remember the last room? Remember the chair? Remember how every 4 seconds it made a sound? It doesn't squeak. It doesn't squeak. The wheels roll. I can move back. I can lift up the chair. Pull it back down. Doesn't squeak. Spin around. Again and again. Doesn't squeak. It doesn't squeak. Bosh. Chair. No squeak. That was the most exciting thing when I got into this room. Chair doesn't squeak. The last one was horrific. I'm sure you all know. But yeah, that was weird. That's the set. Does anyone remember this? The back of the instructions where Luke's lightsaber is just blue and everyone flipped because they thought that was the color of it. That was funny. Sam do be inebriated though. Well, you never know. But yeah, besides that, try to think of what to do next. Okay, I guess I can put this to you guys. At some point in the future, don't know when, I'm probably going to end up doing an alternative build for this set. And I need you to tell me what you want me to turn this into at some point. Any ideas? He's at uni now, to be fair, would be apt to be inebriated. I'm not saying anything. The drunk stream is becoming more and more likely. I'm joking. Arc 170. That would be tough. But yeah. Good luck. There are like no useful parts and sets. Yeah, you tell me about it. I was working with this thing. This will be a spoiler for the video that's coming out on probably some point this weekend. Is that this advent calendar is like at least 70% 1x1s, because for all of these little mini builds, the pieces are not particularly useful. So I ended up just making the video about improving the builds that are already here. Like this speeder bike looks terrible. So it was just about to be trying to improve that and like things like that. So hopefully that video goes down quite well. Yeah. A gonk ship. Not sure what that means, but we could try something. Kind of pose it like that way so it at least stays in the frame. I think the speeder's meant to be a sled, right? Maybe. I think it's meant to be a speeder because it's got the scout trooper on it, but it might meant to be a sled. I think this thing's more likely meant to be a sled, like the baby Grogu's kind of like pod type thing. I improved that one as well. That's got a very new look to it. But yeah, it's quite an interesting set, this one. I also got another set which I can show you. This is me padding runtime with the stream now because I finished the set. I got this set. The Armored Marauder. Now this one I was actually quite impressed by. This minifigure, may I add, is an absolute banger. He's hot. And then You got a couple of these other ones. So this is something I could see myself buying multiples of, kind of like what SW did. But he's a madman. He bought like 20 of the things. Also, these pieces, chef's kiss for sure. Love these. Whenever Morak eventually gets made, expect about 30 of them. Because hopefully the price of them goes down. Because they used to cost like £3.50 each when they were exclusive to the Cantina. But yeah, we'll try and see Baby Yoda ship because he can fit in Luke's X-wing. But yeah, I can easily see me trying to break this apart and coming up with some kind of like stormtrooper outpost out of it or something like that. Well, we'll see. As I said, we'll see. Because this has actually got quite a lot of useful pieces in it. It's a perfect Star Wars grey blob, as many will say. So it's good. It's useful to break down for parts because it's got quite a lot of useful Star Wars stuff in it. Need to go Star Wars style and get like 9 of those mortar troops, I reckon. Yeah. The thing is, I think they look cool, but I wouldn't want tons of them because they kind of look good on their own. I'd want tons of these guys to like be supported by them, but a couple of them wouldn't look too bad. So I'm definitely going to get more of this set whenever it goes down on price. Like, I think when this goes down to like 25 maybe, that's when I'll start to pick these up a bit more frequently. Yeah. No Scottish shit. What does that mean? It's made out of purely white pieces. The only blue piece in the set, there's like a blue 2x6 plate in the middle, but that's about it. Try convert the transport to the troop carrier version. That could be quite interesting. I'd have to make it quite a lot thinner, I think. I'd have to make it 6 wide maybe. But I can maybe give that a go and try and see how to do that. Yeah. Because it's got quite a lot of folding pieces, so I can utilize these to make the little trapdoors. That is actually quite a good idea. I might give that a go. Because I've got nothing better to do. Studying, who needs that, right? Yeah, it does have quite a few flaps. That sounded weird. But, you know, I have a fantastic idea. Troll your neighbors. I don't want them to hate me already. That'll come with time. There you go. We need a ship for every country inside the United Kingdom. What do you mean? This is also quite cool. I love the white lightsaber hilts. Don't really have any use for them. They're just quite a cool piece in that color. I'll give you a little hint for Saturday's video. Because why not? I don't really anything better to show. Let me grab all these pieces together. Stroll back in. Put them down here and do a little bit of reconstruction. So I had to pull this thing apart and back together again about 9 times. And back out again. Fun idea, dig dog ditch. What? What do you mean ding dong ditch? Again. Probably not. No. Not on the agenda particularly. Okay. So I've managed to lose a piece. That's good. That's what you want to see. Oh, now that's all falling off. Perfect. So did I pick that up or did I just drop it? Or is it still over here? That's over here. Okie dokie. We back. Quality looks good. Quality is always brilliant on my channel. I mean, look at that wall behind me. It's going off on a flash. But welcome, G Brooks. Good to see you. So basically, here's the new and improved speeder bike. It's not perfect, as I mentioned before, but I think in comparison to the other one, it's not bad. It's got some pretty nice details on the bottom. It's got the driver can actually hold the handlebars on this one. So I think it's not bad. I'm pretty happy with it, especially because this is technically my first mock in about a month. So I think for that, it's not bad. It's not bad. Especially because, as I said before, the one in the set is pretty horrific, to say the least. But yeah, that's just been going for an hour and 40 minutes, which isn't long, especially because my streams tend to end up being 3 hours long each. But that may be where we end it for tonight. I know that seems short. That quote about the flap should be another short. Yeah, I think you sometimes forget that this is meant to be a family-friendly channel, especially when SW isn't mentioning a certain type of waffles, which again we won't get into. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight because I'm out of things to build. I do have something planned for the next live stream, which should be coming up next week. We can basically, if you remember the 12-hour stream, you remember that I did a quiz as part of that stream, which wasn't a great quiz. A lot of the answers were just blatantly wrong in it. So I put together my own quiz, and I think it's a lot better. So that we'll be playing that next week. I'll do a little bit more advertising to say when it's on. And I'll come up with some kind of nice prize for it. And it'll all be dandy. There we go. So it was great because I won. We all remember tech. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this stream. It was fun. Good to be back. So thank you very much for watching. And until next time, goodbye. Again, next new video this weekend on this, basically. See you later.